Here are the scams that you have fallen for throughout your entire fitness journey that I'm gonna help you fix and never fall for again. You ready? Number one, you have fallen for waist trainers. You know those things that you kind of like wrap around your waist, do some cardio, burn some fat, burn some sweat, burn some calories. Yeah, you've fallen for that. I have fallen for that. Plenty of females fallen for that. And plenty of men have fallen for that. Putting something around your waist is not going to target body fat. Every person can argue all they want. They can show the literature for it, but you want to know what burns fat? Going into a calorie deficit. Literally nothing else on the market will help you burn fat. You already know this by now too. Everyone has talked about a calorie deficit. You can search it up on Google and find the most simplest terms for a calorie deficit. But putting something around your waist won't help. Now I know the whole idea, oh, it's gonna make me sweat in that area. I'm gonna be all sweaty when I take it off. It's gonna be all grimy. I gotta wash my waist trainer like 3 times a week because I get all stinky and stuff. Yeah, no. That, my friend, is just sweat. That's it. That's all it is. Waist trainers in and of themselves don't assist in calorie burn. They don't assist in you pushing harder. Now, they might help you learn how to suck your stomach in just a little bit to perceive that it is shrinking, but it doesn't do anything inherently to immediately target fat loss in that area. You can't target fat loss in an area. This has been proven time and time again. But waist trainers going as tight as you can is not gonna corset you into making an hourglass 6-pack ab that everyone really thinks that they can get. I'm sorry. But here's number 2 though. The most surprising thing that everyone still falls for. And that, my friend, is sweatsuits. Sweatsuits are kind of like waist trainers, but in this case, they're baggy, they go around your body, they get all humid and icky and disgusting inside, and when you take it off, you can literally rip it open and like ounces and gallons of sweat can like touch the floor. That's not gonna do anything for you. Now I know that there's some practical applications in terms of trying to make weight, but that's for like wrestling, that's for UFC, that's for boxing, MMA, all that other stuff. That's not for lifting weights, getting bigger, getting leaner. That's a waste of money. If you're getting a sweatsuit, without a shadow of a doubt, you could, without a shadow of a doubt, invest in supplements, in quality supplements. Supplements like EKKOVISION, I don't know, creatine, protein powders, good pre-workout. But getting a sweatsuit for the idea that the hotter you get, the more calories you're gonna burn, it is wrong. You're not gonna burn more calories just because you are sweating. If that were the case, I can go outside in the 98-degree weather that is right now in Jersey and burn so much fat because it is humid and it is hot, and that just isn't the case. So unfortunately, waist trainers and sweatsuits, throw them out. But number 3 will surprise you even more, and I know it's pretty popular, so let's talk about it. Number 3 is Oxyshred. It is a supplement that people have been taking for many years that for some reason people think can burn inches of fat off of you just because it raises your core body temperature or because it increases your metabolism. It doesn't matter how much it can increase your metabolism. It's proprietary blends half the time. It is not regulated. People can promise all they want that it can burn the fat, but people who can swear by it, they don't realize that they're putting themselves in a calorie deficit by just restricting their food. They're going to do their cardio. They're lifting weights. They're living a pretty good lifestyle that will help them lose the body fat. But all in all, it is a waste of a supplement. It is overpriced too. If you really wanted to spend money on supplementation, you would get things that would benefit you. Like I said previously, creatine, protein powder, pre-workout, good pre-workouts, multivitamins. Hell, you could even go out of your way and get yourself some electrolytes. This stuff will benefit you. But when you get something like Oxyshred, none of it is backed by research. And the research that it does show that people have published online or people have done studies with, it is so limited. Don't get Oxyshred. Get a calorie deficit, get proper supplements, and go work out, do your cardio. It's really simple like that, okay? But number 4 kind of falls into the same line as Oxyshred. And you know what that is? It's green powders. Green powders, people can swear by all they want. Well, number 1, it's not gonna fix your bloating. Number 2, it is not gonna fix your digestion. Number 3, it is not gonna help you burn fat and lose inches. It is a greens powder that usually is a proprietary blend that is not regulated, that won't give you the benefits that you think you are gonna get, all because you're putting yourself into a calorie deficit and restricting your food. That's how you end up fixing your gut half the time. I'm gonna be completely honest. Most people, they'll stop eating the things that are gonna hurt their stomachs, and then they correlate it to the greens powder because they think that's gonna help. Honestly, 100% of the time that you're getting greens powder and you think it's fixing an issue, number 1, it is fiber. Fiber does help aid in so much digestion without a shadow of a doubt. And number 2, people usually correlate it with their already calorie deficit good diet. It's a waste of money and it's a waste of time, just like Oxyshred. Now, if you really need digestion help, obviously go to a doctor. But if you're looking for the vitamins and minerals that greens powder is gonna end up offering you, get a multivitamin. You can get that through EKKOVISION. We sell the multivitamin and it's usually top notch and it's not something that's off the shelf of like CVS. That is proprietarily blended and underdosed. Stuff like this isn't common knowledge, but I swear to God, it really really should be. Now, number 5 are cold plunges. Now, I'm not gonna say they're entirely useless, but in terms of trying to recover and build muscle faster, it is gonna hold you back. So many people throw themselves into a cold plunge expecting themselves to be able to build muscle faster or even burn fat faster, because you're cooling yourself off so much, so rapidly, that your body's gonna have to go into overdrive to pick up your metabolic rate and pick up your heat of your body so that you can burn more calories, which in this case, it's not gonna do as such. But in terms of recovery from muscle, recovery in terms of building muscle, it's not gonna do that. It is gonna restrict your blood vessels, which is gonna prevent blood flow to the muscles to help aid in muscle recovery. It is not gonna help you build muscle as fast. Now, there are other applications, but I'm strictly talking about building muscle or burning fat. But this kind of leads me into number 6, and that is the feel great system. The feel great system, for the love of God, don't ever fall for it. Out of all the scams, I feel like this is the biggest one because it plays on people's fears of getting diabetes or being pre-diabetic or just having insulin resistance in their body. The Feel Great system, you wanna know what the Feel Great system actually is? It's overpriced fiber supplements. And every single advertisement that I come across on it, it follows a whole outline, and every single person that does talk about the Feel Great system, that advertises the Feel Great system, has the same exact outline. They have a whiteboard, they have a green and a red marker, and they talk about how sugar, carbs, bread, pasta, all of it is gonna be cancerous for you. All of it's gonna hurt you. All of it's gonna result in you getting insulin resistant. And honestly, it hurts the inside of my core when people are talking about the Feel Great system. It's not gonna help you. Now, I know fiber can definitely help aid in maybe preventing such a great insulin spike, but fearing an insulin spike after you eat shouldn't exist because your body needs insulin in order to process sugars, carbs. Insulin is a completely normal hormone. If it wasn't normal, people wouldn't need it if they were diabetic. Whether it's type 1 or type 2, insulin is needed in the body. Without insulin, you wouldn't be here. I've said it in so many of my videos. Do not fear insulin. And if you really don't want to spike your insulin levels, fiber is a great way to do it. Add some vegetables to your diet, add some fruits that are high in fiber into your diet. And if you really need to supplement with fiber, go to CVS. Go to Walgreens, go to your local drugstore and go and get a fiber supplement and just use that prior to eating your meal. It'll help you stay fuller longer and you won't be spending outrageous amounts of money on something like fiber. I don't even know what it is off the top of my head, but the fiber supplements that the Feel Great system sells is probably well over $100. It is ridiculous for you to get. Do not get or fall into the trap of the Feel Great system, please. And lastly, before I leave, don't fall into the trap of fat burners. Just don't. All of them, every single one of them is unregulated. None of them are FDA approved. I mean, none of them are ever gonna be FDA approved, but sometimes it's proprietary blends. You don't know what you're getting in them. Sometimes they don't even have the things that they say that are in them. And sometimes they're so highly stimmed out that if you're caffeine sensitive, it's going to hurt you. You're gonna get palpitations. You're not gonna wanna eat. Now, fat burners, sometimes they can work. They suppress your appetite. And I mean, that's the whole idea. It's not gonna burn your fat off, but it's gonna prevent you from eating and feeling hungry. And if this is the case, I mean, technically, it is a fat burner because you're not putting the energy back into your body because you're not hungry, you're not gonna eat. But if you're really struggling with that, as I said in the previous scam that was the Feel Great system, add some fiber to your diet, add some protein to your diet, add some fats to your diet, have a healthy, balanced diet. And if you're really struggling with the hunger hormone, don't fall into the trap of getting a fat burner. It will really hurt you in the long run. I'm making this video because I care. A lot of people fall into scams. I've fallen into all those scams before. But if you're watching this and you were contemplating on getting all of this and wasting your money, trust me when I say this, I literally just saved your life. That's it.